Well, here's today's update. I am still tickled that I can wash a car in the middle of winter and a comfortable 65 degrees. So I did that because there was salt on the Murano. I did the Veloster yesterday, sitting here in kind of car heaven, and here's the box. So what I need to do now is double check the mounting studs and the fit of the fan. One of the things I'm concerned about is whether I need to get the fan shroud to be tight against the radiator or not, or snug is just good enough. I'll give you another update when it's out. Okay, so here it is out. Guy was smart. He put cardboard in between the radiator and the fan to protect it while he was messing with it, apparently. For the most part, it's interesting. The bottom, you can see that fits pretty darn good. You can also see that the holes on the bottom are pretty good. As you go to the top, you can see there's a gap. This one, because the hole is right snug, leaves quite a gap. So I'm thinking I might open that hole in the fan shroud a little more and see what I can do. And then that one's not too bad. Okay, so I've rigged the camera up. Hopefully you can see me. This would be a whole bunch easier with two people. I don't have two people, so I've got the fan mounted. I've got blankets all over the fucking place. And now we have to just kind of slide this in without breaking me or something else. I'm caught on that side. Well, it's something that I can't figure out. I'm caught on a spring on both sides. USOB. So, there we go. Go around the springs. And I've already lost the one blanket. Okay. This is not going well. Why did it slide in so easily before? It was the same radiator and it wasn't this tight. Okay, let's try this. Okay. In between. Then I come to that side and see. I'm sure you're having a good giggle about this, because now the radiator seems bigger than it was before. I'm sure you've been there too, haven't you? Okay. I hope I don't have to pull it out again. I'm going to have to, because this is just the pre-fit. And part of the pain is the supercharger. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to have to put the fan on after the radiator mounted, maybe. Oh, son of a bitch. Now I really need two people. Oh, God. Now I'm starting to force it. I don't like that. The fan is wedged on the supercharger. So now it's got to come out. Okay. Fuck this. Give me a minute. Okay, second attempt. So I've taken the fan shroud off, assuming that that was the problem with this not fitting. So here we go. Again, gee, I wish I had two people. But such is the life of doing what the fuck I want every day. See, it goes over the springs, the hood springs, quite nicely, and the fan shroud is not on. Now I'm hitting the oil cooler lines, which are flex, so I should be able to squeeze by those. Cool. There we go. Now we're in. Now we get the two posts in the bottom and rock it back. Okay. It's in. Now I just need to get the fan shroud on so I can start measuring clearances. Okay, so I've actually pulled the fan in and out 3 times now, because after I got it in, the threads on the mounting screws had burrs on them, so I couldn't get a nut started. But hey, look at that. The fan shroud slips in okay. Need to get it over. There we go. Now it's over the top ones, but it's not over the bottom ones. You're probably enjoying this because this is the same shit you deal with. It doesn't work. Okay, so the bottom ones are not going in. The fan is hitting a cross member. And it needs to be out on the far side. Wow, this is just a bitch. So there we go. I'm gonna go underside and see what I can see. Okay, as you can see, I've got the fan shroud mounted. Has to go in separately. Isn't that just a joy? Because you can see how much room the supercharger takes up between the fan and the motor, you know, a big chunk. So now this is the custom intake. Remember, there was half a hoop on here and it's all mangled at the bottom, so I cut that off so I could figure out if the structure itself would fit. And hopefully I got the camera on a good angle. You can see it is, just barely. And then what I'm looking at doing is putting the mounting ring on the inside. I'll take another picture of that so you can see it. So it's just barely. I actually think I'm going to try and recess it maybe 1/4 inch and just make it easier so that when I want to take this in and out for whatever reason I can. I love making noise. Hey, how's that sound on your end? Ciao. I'm done. I've had enough for today. Time to have some tenderloin. So here's what you couldn't see from the other side. See in there, that is the supercharger mounting, and it slides through this custom intake. Originally it was mounted with a hose clamp on the outside there. I don't like that, so if I slide it this way, I can basically mount it with a hose clamp on the inside, but I still think I need to reduce the thickness of this by, maybe 1/4 of an inch. So, okay,